Hey, what's up, guys? I wanted to do a little segment here just to explain a little bit about this late season perch fishing. I just put a short up for you guys to watch on fishing the shallows here in March. Up in the high country here in northern New England, we quite frequently can ice fish right to the last week of March, and this year right now is going to be no exception. We still got, I'd say 6 to 10 inches in the shallow bays, and that's where we find perch on some lakes and rivers. So what I just want to talk to you about is how I find them and the technique and stuff. So a lot of these places I found by boat in April the year before or 2 years before, just scouting out with bobbers and worms, map them out, and then just try to figure out a way to get on the ice in March. Sometimes, ask permission here and there and get able to get on these places if they're tough to get at. But anyways, ice safety is number one. That's another one of the reasons I fish in 1 to 4 feet of water. If go through, I can usually touch bottom, so that's one of the main reasons I like to fish shallow late in the season. Don't like going out on those big bodies of water, so I highly recommend that for the shallow water perch fishing. Secondly, they obviously are so shallow they spook easy. So first thing I do when I get there is I drill all my holes, a whole line of them where I think they might be, 20 holes, and get that over with, get them all skimmed out, and wait. You'll be lucky if you get something right off the bat. Sometimes if they're really aggressive, they'll start biting right off the bat, but most of the time you got to let things calm down. You got to be quiet, and you got to take your cleats off, because they're going to hear you walking up to the hole. I've watched them spook in a foot of water when I walk up to the hole. They just scatter. So you got to be quiet, no shuffling the bucket around or anything like that. You get yourself in position and just stay there. I bring a variety, obviously, of jigs with me, because in the last 2 weeks, they've been going back and forth to hitting my favorite little Swedish pimple with an eyeball on it to these hair jigs. And the hair jigs are the titanium hair jigs. I got a bluegill that's been working good. I got a gold hair jig and a red hair jig. There's a little zoom in on those for you. I like to run 2 different colors on most of my rigs. This is simply the first one. I slide up the line and do a figure 8 loop knot. Just hang it about 6 inches above my bottom one, whether it's the Swedish pimple or another hair jig. And it's their choice of the day, and it's like any perch fisherman knows, you never know what color or what they're going to hit. Eyeballs have been hot for a couple times, and then other times they wouldn't even touch the eyeballs on the jigs. So anyways, that's perch fishing. Everybody knows that. Just got to find what color. The other thing that if you guys aren't onto, and I've been doing this for 30 years now, is following the moon charts and the prime times. And this guy right here is the one I follow consistently. And for ice fishing, I swear by it, especially for perch. There's where you can find it. And it'll give you the peak days and the peak periods, and it's been right on the last few weeks with these perch bites. I can bang out 2 hours and usually get my limit in that peak period. So I highly recommend fishing those prime times of the days and in the days of the week. I can't stress that enough. Other than that, yeah, just be safe and try to, sometimes you have to take a plank to get out. The other day we had to take log and slide it out about 6 feet, get out on the ice where it's breaking up along the shoreline. But once we got out onto that bay where it was 2 feet deep at the most, there was 12, 14 inches of good ice. It's freezing up here every day. So good luck to you. Thanks for following me. Stay tuned. Might get out a few more trips here before April 1st.